Welcome to Climate Briefing's news headlines for the week ending Friday the 2nd of June 2017. President Trump confirmed this week that the United States will be withdrawing from the Paris Climate Change Agreement. He stated that he was pulling out because of the economic disadvantages which the accord imposed on America's interests, but that the US intended to renegotiate the accord on terms that were fairer. Donald Trump's decision has been strongly condemned at home and abroad. On hearing the news, European leaders were in defiant mood, saying that the Paris deal was not negotiable and that the fight against climate change would continue without the U.S.A. A group of the world's 48 least developed countries accused President Trump of showing disregard for millions of lives. Barak Obama said the Trump administration was rejecting the future. The former president underlined that he was, however, confident that American states would take it upon themselves to protect the planet. The former mayor of New York, Michael Bloomberg, said that America will meet its commitments to fight climate change despite the withdrawal from the pact. In a press conference, he said, "In the United States, emission levels are determined far more by cities, states and businesses than they are by our federal government. Over the past decade, the United States has led the world on emission reductions, and our federal government has had very little to do with it." The state governors of California, New York and Washington, along with the mayors of more than 60 US cities, are forming a coalition to uphold the accord. California said it would now look to work with China and other countries to offset the damage caused by Trump leaving the pact. There has been a mixed reaction from industry, with some of America's largest corporations, including ExxonMobil, Shell and General Electric, criticising Trump's decision, while some in the coal and oil sector said the agreement was flawed and it was right to leave. In other news, on Wednesday, the US Environmental Protection Agency relaxed methane standards in the oil and gas industry. German authorities have accused the car maker Audi of cheating in emissions testing in its top-of-the-range vehicles. The number of people known to have been killed in Sri Lanka after devastating floods and landslides has risen to 122. The New Democrats and Greens, the two parties set to take office in Canada's Pacific province of British Columbia, have vowed to stop the expansion of the Trans Mountain oil pipeline through the region. This has been a Climate Briefing news roundup. The in-depth stories behind these headlines can be found at climatebriefing.org.